Okay, what's up, guys? So, I wanted to talk on this Charlie D'Amelio situation. First, actually, you know what? No, let me watch the video before I get into this video because that's what I told myself. Because TMZ posted about it, so I'm like, let me watch the video first, and then I'll talk about what I need to talk about. But I already know what I need to say. But anyways, all right, so I had just watched. I had watched what I seen on TMZ, but there might be more to it. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. This is just going based off of what I've seen. But anyways, for those that don't know the situation, so Charlie D'Amelio, the most famous TikToker of all time. This girl just because I just did a whole podcast episode talking about this. So she had started blowing up like last year. Like probably because it seemed like a lot of TikTokers is blowing up at the end of like last year and stuff. I don't know, maybe because I wasn't really following TikTok like at any given point, probably up until December of 2019. So maybe I think it was November, maybe a little bit before. I don't know. It was just towards the end of the year. That's when I started paying attention to TikTok. But from then and all the way up until now, Charlie D'Amelio had always been was always a big name in the TikTok community. She still is. She still is. But anyways, yeah, like she's the most famous like TikToker of all time. So it's like if you go on the app TikTok, you're bound to see one of her videos. There's no way of escaping it. Like she is the face of TikTok. You know, like how WWE has John Cena and how Hollywood has Leonardo DiCaprio and how the music industry has like there's so many artists in the music industry, but like two well not I don't know, people might be all like, oh, like how dare you put Tupac and Charlie D'Amelio in the same conversation. But just like that, like I'm not saying that like they're the same, but I'm just saying like that level of fame towards their name, like it's up there and stuff. Like, you know, she has this girl, for those that don't know, she almost has 100 million followers on TikTok. And there's people that have been in the game a lot longer than her that's like that would have like more to their name. And you could go on TikTok and she has like even on Instagram. I checked on Instagram. She has a lot more followers than people on Instagram and definitely on TikTok because she's the most followed person on TikTok. But no, it was funny because I remember, I think a lot of people know of this girl, but she was just recently caught up in some beef because she was like caught making out with like a 13-year-old kid. And yeah, I remember she had like a mental breakdown about Charlie D'Amelio like passing her up in subs and stuff. But I'm like, I see it as something like this. Like, you have to be humble with what you have. You know, saying to that girl and Charlie D'Amelio, you have to be humble with what you have because there's people that they're not even alive today, and that probably was their dream. That was probably something that they would have loved to do, was to be the face of TikTok or the face of Instagram, the face of whatever, you know. And they're not even alive today to even like, you know, do it. There are people that are here today. They spend day and night working on videos, working on music, working on whatever. There's people that will spend their lives just to at least have a taste of the life that you have. You're in this big fancy house, everything is paid off, you're like the face of whatever platform that you put yourself on. Like, you just cannot be in the situation that you're in and be upset the fact that you have only 95 million followers. I have like my thing is like, look, I'm very close to hitting 20,000 followers on my main channel. I am so happy about that. I was happy over the fact that I was hitting 15,000 in like early on in the year. Now I'm hitting 20,000. That's two milestones for me. I was so bro. I woke up because I seen, and I would have to thank YouTubers like McNasty, Blarg, Dude, Grizzy, Soup, Sniping Soup, who else, like everybody that was like in the Rainbow Six Siege community, but they kind of like transitioned into other games. But a lot of YouTubers I reacted to this year has helped me get to that number of 15,000 subscribers. So when I was like, I remember I woke up and I was like at 14,000 like 980 something. I text my best friend, shout out to Priscilla, but I text her and was all like, hey, I'm like so close to hitting 15K. And we're like, she was like telling people that she knew, like, hey, go subscribe to my friend. And then of course I was posting about it on social media, but I was so happy because this is something that I've never done before. I've never reached 15,000 subscribers. You, on the other hand, you've reached that and more. So my thing is like, if I'm happy about having 15,000, if I'm happy that I'm close to hitting 20,000, you should be grateful. You should be thanking God that you are close to hitting 100 million. The only other person that I know that's reached 100 million followers on any other platform is PewDiePie. You're on the same level as PewDiePie. You cannot be like not grateful for where you're at in life and then think people are going to be okay with that. There's people that spend day and night and they barely even have, there's fans of me like that I know. There's one fan that I was talking to, he makes music. And I was telling him, I was like giving him advice, motivate him, let him know like, hey, you in school right now, take that stuff serious. Like, you know, don't just like, you know, cancel it out and stuff. Take that stuff serious, you know, like when you're done with your schoolwork, done with all that stuff, you know, just focus on it. Focus on promoting it if you need to. If you can't record 15,000 albums like today, then, you know, promote what you got. Like, obviously it's impossible to record 15,000 albums in one day, but I'm just saying, like, you know, with what you have right now, like, give it the most amount of time that you possibly can. You know, like, give it attention, do what you possibly can with it, but don't give up on your dreams. And my thing is, and then that was another thing where she was talking on like that, how she's being cyberbullied and stuff, and how people was telling her that she should hang herself and this, that, and, you know, a bunch of other things. And I'm like, look, you have to understand, there's people getting far more worse comments, and I'm like, yeah, those comments are bad. You know, I ain't even gonna lie, them comments are bad. And I can relate to her, you know, being a black entertainer online, like you're going to get some like racist or whatever comments. I just got a comment from not too long ago from a hater saying that I should hang myself. That I deserve, or no, he didn't say it in those words. He said that that I deserve a noose. I remember I told a friend of mine that, and they were shocked. Because that's like something that you just don't hear. But that's something where I'm like, look, what's more important? You know, like supporting my friends, supporting my family, or a comment from this person. Of course, it's like support my friends and family. That's how you guys see it. It's that you have something where you can support your kids, your grandkids, and you know the name just keeps traveling on. Because I'm like, look, you're 16 years old right now. Imagine how life will be for you when you're like 50 something. You most likely are going to have a platform to create yourself. I know that's my thing is like when I'm like at the age of like 50, or sorry for spitting, but anyways, but I know definitely when I reach like a much more older age, because I'm 24 right now. So when I reach like 54 or 64, I would love to create a platform for content creators. They're in the same situation as me, where you don't have, like, you literally have nothing. You have, like, compared to what Charli D'Amelio has, I have nothing. I don't have no big fancy house. I don't have paid off cars. I don't have, you know, I can't get to things like how I want to get to, sponsorships left and right. I am, the situation, the life that I'm living right now, I'm happy for it. I posted about this yesterday. I posted a selfie of myself. I took this, like, it was like a dope selfie. I'm selling like merch of it and all of that. But anyways, I posted underneath it. And I said, I'm like, I might not have the life that I want. I might not have like I might have like not have like nothing that I've prayed for. I might not have any of that stuff right now, but I'm grateful, and I would not trade my life in for anybody else. So if the opportunity was given to me to whether start from like just ground zero, like I'm at the foundation of where I want to be at. I'm like putting down the tiles of my foundation. And you, on the other hand, you just did some TikTok dances, and all of a sudden you just blew up. Like, it got me to a point where I'm like, dang, should I do that? Should I do like TikTok dances and stuff to get to where Charli D'Amelio is at? Because I'm saying, like, like, I think a lot of people, like, they're probably doing that right now. They're nowhere near where you're at. So I'm like, my thing is, like, wherever you are at in life, you should be grateful, because there's people that either wants what you have, or they're not even alive to have like not even a taste of what you have. So I'm saying, like, whatever you got going on in life, be grateful for it. Don't be like, oh, I wish it was this. I wish I had 20,000 right now. I wish I had 100,000, a million, 10 million, 100 million. I wish I had that number, but I don't. So my thing is like, I got to work for it. So when you see me posting like 20 something videos a day across all my channels, I'm like, yes, because that's what I'm like, I'm aiming for that. I'm working towards it. So I'm like, my thing is like, look, I've been on YouTube for 10 years. 10 long years, from the point where YouTube, they disabled my monetization, so I wasn't even making money the first 5 years I was on YouTube. They're giving me strikes for like videos that doesn't even deserve strikes. I'm struggling right now when it comes to social media and just being a social media influencer. I'm struggling hard. You, on the other hand, you have nothing to worry about. you guaranteed to get 1 million followers on any platform that you put your name on. So I'm like, yeah, you should be grateful for what you have. Like, and I'm not trying to come at you sideways or bully you or whatever. Like, I know, I understand. Like, I agree with you on bullying being wrong or cyberbullying being wrong. It's not cool that people are doing that. And to the people that are doing that, I'm like, look, you guys see it as this. She's a 16-year-old girl. This girl's in the middle of high school right now. It's like she got a lot of things already on her mind where it's like people that don't have 90-something million followers and stuff and don't know how it is to maintain that, plus to maintain your outside life. Like, you cannot get on this girl for saying how she feels about something. That's just how she feels. So I'm like, my thing is, like, I agree with her to a certain extent, but at the same time, I'm like, yo, be grateful for what you got. So anyways, yeah, you know, shout out to Charli D'Amelio. But yeah, I think this girl, because I seen the video, it's like she has a TV show. I'm like, if you have if this is a TV show like the D'Amelio family or whatever and stuff, yo, you got a TV show. I would love to be an extra on a TV show. I'm like, honestly, aim high to be like the main star of the show. I don't care if I was that person. You know how like you got those people in the background where they don't even say nothing. They just like do like that, like the face. You got like the reactors. You got like the reactors in the background and stuff. I would love to be a reactor in the background. But yeah, I'm like, you know, I'm just at where I'm at today. I'm like, this is just where I'm at. Like, it's just, this is life. Like, you know, like, and that's what I gotta say for you. Like, what you got going on in your life, that's life. That's what people deal with on a regular basis. So there's people that's like you, but they're dealing with like I wish I had like 100 followers and they only got 95 followers and stuff. So it's like, you just gotta live with what you got. Like, there's people that don't have nothing and they living. So anyways, yeah. But, you know, people that's bullying Charli D'Amelio, like, chill on that. Like, y'all, there ain't no reason to be bullying this girl. Because I'm like, if that was happening to you, y'all would have been doing the same thing, if not worse. Y'all probably would have been having a mental breakdown, losing your mind, pulling your hair out or pulling your wig off, doing whatever. But I'm saying, like, you know, there's people out there, it's like, just leave that girl alone. She's already dealing with a lot, like being the biggest influencer on TikTok and then, like, you know, being a 16-year-old girl on top of that. It's like, yeah, it's like people out here dealing with a lot right now. So, but anyways, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully some people are inspired or motivated by this video. Like, where you're at right now in life, like, that's life. Like, that's what you're just going to have to deal with. But anyways, yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe if you're new to my channel, and peace.